oh, you have God on one side, Satan on the other, and they're duking it out. No, it doesn't work like that. So now check out what Satan himself reveals to Christ when he tempts Christ after his 40-day fast. Read on. Read that.
Luke, the 4th chapter, the 5th verse. And the devil, taking him up into a high mountain.
So he takes Christ up to a high mountain for he's fasting, right? To tempt him. Read on.
Showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time.
Show him all the kingdoms of the world in moments of time, right? From past, present, right now to the future. Read on.
And the devil said unto him,
so what did the devil say unto Christ?
All this power will I give thee.
All this power will I give you. He's going to give him authority over these kingdoms. But check out the next part. The next part is actually rather peculiar.
And the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me.
But that is delivered unto me. I thought Satan called his own shots. How is he being given something? I thought he took it. But that is delivered unto me. That's important. But that is delivered unto me. If it's delivered unto him, that means he had to receive it from somebody. You follow? Read on.
And to whomsoever I will give it.
And to whomsoever I will, I give it. So the key part in there is that what? He's revealing that what? That is given unto me. So now, check this out. Job. Let's look at chapter 4, verse 5 and verse 6. And I'm going to read the one in Job now. You're going to Job first chapter, right?
Job, yeah, I took the Job. I know you start from Job.
Start from verse 8. I'm glad you mentioned. I said no at first. This is where one was going through. It's a while. So now Job chapter 1 in verse 8. This lets us know just who Satan receives his authority from. Read on.
Job chapter 1 verse 8. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
Start from 6. I'm sorry. Okay, but now let me bring this out real quick before you go then. When you read the table, or Surah 5, verse 45 to about 47, you get a chance to read it. When you read it, it tells you that in the Quran, right? Maybe you can cross-reference it with the ancient Arabic, right? It tells you you're supposed to follow the Torah, or what we call Tawrah in the ancient Hebrew. Right. It says you're supposed to follow Torah. And it says Allah is approved of all those that follow the Torah. Also, in verse 46, it says you're supposed to keep the followings of the Injil and Isa son of Miriam as well. Right? And that's in the Quran. So, and then, I know my brother was showing to me earlier, there's a book, I forget which surah it is, but it goes into the Israelites in particular, as far as, you know, their glory and the mistakes they made as far as what brought them out of Greece. But now the question I ask is, how is it that throughout this, which the Quran validates, how is it throughout this book, the people that Most High is dealing with is Israel, 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 the Hebrew Israelites, right? But somehow, a man named Muhammad who came out of Ishmael, a different family from Israel, right? Israel comes out of Isaac, not out of Ishmael. That Ishmael now is the chosen prophet, and that he's now the one the truth has been revealed to him to then write down the books of the Quran. It just doesn't add up, right? What's that say again? I forget.
The prophet will remain on the seed of Isaac and Jacob forever.
Right, right. The water. So you read the Spider, 29 verse 27 in the Quran. It says the prophet should remain in Yashak, which is just how we say Yahweh Tazadak when you go into the Hebrew, right? But the prophet should remain in Isaac and his seed. Muhammad didn't come from Isaac's seed. What the prophets of the Bible did, including Jesus Christ, who you call Isa. Just some food for thought to kind of consider. That flyer has some more information on it, and our website along with our contact info is on the back. So definitely check those things out, because I deal with a lot of Muslim brothers and so-called Christian brothers that know parts of what we're talking about, but then they'll still say, I want to follow an Islamic custom when they're not the original. They actually got everything from the Hebrew culture, the Hebrew custom. Right. So take it easy, brothers. So it's good that what? Our brothers take ear to hear out and be patient enough to hear out the lies they've been told. It's not a matter of insulting a brother or sister. This is love. But what we do, you don't see it as love. You see it as hate. But now we hate the hate that people have been telling you quietly, and your parents for years. Telling you you're black when you're not the color black. Your shoes are usually black. You can't be a color as far as nationality is concerned. How you doing, brother, man?
Yeah, he said that he's Buddhist.
You follow the teachings of Buddha? Okay. So you feel about what do you feel about suffering?
Suffering? What do I feel about suffering?
Yeah.
I feel it's pretty much due to attachments.
Okay.
Because of the things we believe, the attachments, we suffer temporary. We ask for a great temporary instead of eternal things.
Okay.
So we're not dealing with our spirit, we're dealing with the saha, this world of suffering.
Mm-hmm. So suffering through attachment. Okay. What's your take on the Bible?
My take on the Bible?
Yeah. What do you think? How do you feel about the Bible?
The Bible is, for some people, the story and the religion that they practice.
Can you go this way, man? Ma'am, can you go around, please? Thank you. Say it again. I'm sorry.
The Bible is a book of the Christian.
Okay. So now, you know it's not just the book of Christianity, right?
Excuse me?
You know it's not just the book of Christianity.
It's not.
You know, Islam, along with Judaism, they claim to follow the Bible to a certain extent.
Yes.
Right. So now, why do you think they hold the Bible so dear?
Because of its teachings.
Because of its teaching. But why the teachings of the Bible? Why not the book of day and night? Why not some other book? Why do you think it's so?
They say because it comes from their God.
Because they say it comes from their God. Okay, so now what do you think about the teachings of Christianity?
What do I think about it? I think it limits me.
It limits you. In what way does it limit you?
Well, I'm looking around and I'm seeing the people who practice Christianity, and I see how they live. So if that's what they believe, and if those beliefs cause them to live the way that they live, that's not the way I choose to live.
Okay. Give me 2 to 3 things that stand out to you the most as far as what Christians practice that you don't agree with. Or that you would think, how would you do it? How would you do that? Because I was just like, I'm having the same conversation you had with the brothers who were here earlier. A lot of us, we choose something outside of what we call Christianity, a lot of times for a good reason. And that reason is because of the lies we've been taught in what we call Christianity. Because what I did teach is Christ, not the religion of Christianity. They're 2 different things. That's why I kind of want to find out more where you're coming from. That way I can bring out scriptures that are appropriate to your situation. So now, you said, I'm sorry, last question I asked you was, last question I asked you was, what are 2 to 3 things that you disagree with the most when it came to Christianity that they teach?
One of the things I disagree with is that Christianity says that, you know, I should suffer, and then after I suffer, is it all right?
Okay.
I believe that I can do that right now.
Okay. What would the second thing be?
And another thing, you chose 3 things, not me, so if you ask me what are 3 things, this might be about Christianity, all right?
Right, I'm just asking what would be the second one be. That's all I'm asking.
The second